up, everybody? How's it going this evening? How's it going? Oh, let's see who we all got in here. We got Mike, we got Tio Mike, we got Fortnite, Maltov, Hankin, Pendergast. That's it so far. Hey, how's everybody doing? Howdy, and welcome to another episode of Griff Riffs. And apparently, we have now figured out why my show, apparently every single time my show gets flagged because of Griff. I am apparently because it's ripping somebody off, I guess, like a grifter. That's kind of, that's why I picked Griff, is because one of my favorite comic book characters is Grifter. So, and yeah, I was back in the day, I was formulating an idea for a comic book character called Griff Rider, who would have been kind of like probably a character that would have fit pretty well in the Kick-Ass universe. Just like a Punisher-esque type of character, who rode a motorcycle and was just like a badass dude. So that's just how I kind of went. Howdy, Keith. Hey, Shaggy. Nintendo would not let me use Shaggy. Shav, hello. Howdy to the 17 people watching currently. Hopefully we'll get a few more. Yes, I seen Hankin saying that that it's Good Friday for him down there already. So let's see here. Tony talks. I mean, we could. That's quite as catchy as Griff Riffs. So whatever. Dave just he just asks for a review, and then it's fine. I don't know. It's weird. It's stupid. Whatever. It's it is what it is, right? There's only so much you can do. You just kind of go with it, right? Lots of toys rolling out this week. And technically, a bunch of those toys ain't supposed to be out until like the 12th of April. But whatever, it's Target. I mean, notorious for doing that anyways. Let's see. I know we've had sightings of the new Spider-Man wave. I know we've had sightings of the second wave of X-Men 97. Let's see what else. We've seen at least on the shelves here, we've seen Metalhead from G.I. Joe. We've seen the two like anniversary figures, like the Marine and the Navy SEAL guy. I guess we'll see what else pops up. I know a lot of the NECA Haul-a-thon stuff has been hitting. But yeah, I don't know. I did get a few goodies in the mail this week, and it was almost Wolverine. I almost had all three, but I missed one here. So I got these guys. First and foremost, let me say this is so rad. I cannot believe that they were thoughtful enough to include a little plug to put in here, and that if you have, I think I have it around here somewhere. Let me see here. I don't know. It's here somewhere. But like, if you've got the flight stand that came with the new Green Goblin or the Avenger little air cycles or whatever, it's got a ball joint so that you can pop that in and have him floating away. I will say this is super awesome. I'd love to see them do an updated Green Goblin on this body, because they gave him butterfly joints, so that is fantastic. And I do like that his head is on a double ball joint, so that you get this motion, obviously, but then you get forward and back, so you can get a little bit of range, which is cool. It's nice to see that. I was also kind of confused. I mean, I know that these three are all, the pumpkin bombs are all sculpted together, but it would have been kind of cool if they would have at least done like the first two instead of just the one. But yeah, this guy's pretty awesome. Pinless. I feel like the pumpkin could use a little bit more dry brushing to bring out some more of the details, because there are like little like pock marks on the head sculpt that I don't know, you can kind of see them as I let the light hit them there, you know. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I've always loved Jack-o'-lantern. I love the one that we got a while back where he came with like the broom, which I thought was cool. Wish it would have been on a brand new body, but I wish we would get a re-release of that ghost figure. I mean, it's like they re-release stuff all the time, so it's just like, ugh. Had stands, but no hoops. I believe they fit the Fortnite glider stands too. Oh, okay. I did not know that. I may have to look into that. I mean, I don't have any ollies here, but and then I got Hallows Eve, which is another pretty cool figure. It was nice to see them get this out as quick as they did. Because typically I feel like when a new character comes out, they take like 3 years to get a figure out. So it's pretty cool. I do wish she would have came with a couple more masks. And I wish the masks were a little easier to put on. I still haven't. I feel like the head. Well, let's find out. Okay, that's cool. So I'm sure if I fiddled with it enough, I could get. I didn't think the head would come out of the hood. Well, let's see here. I think I just about got it. That wasn't as hard as I thought it was. Oh, that's kind of a bummer. So, but here's the thing. They only sculpted her hair to there, and then it's smooth. It's like, come on, guys. You went through the trouble of sculpting it in the front. Just finish the sculpt in the back. Because, I mean, this could have been cool fodder to do other characters with and stuff, but I don't know. It's kind of I feel like it's a missed opportunity to sculpt the hair. But it would have also been kind of cool to get some effects, you know, like, I know if she would have came with the werewolf mask and then got like a claw hand or something. And because, like, I mean, obviously with the vampire mask and the Frankenstein mask, I think the Frankenstein mask just gave her strength. And then the vampire mask, I think, gave her flight and like the ability to maybe turn into mist or something. It's been a minute since I read a couple of the comics that she was in. So I'm not 100% up to date, but it is pretty cool to be able to pose her and Chasm next to each other on the shelves. Because again, it's like, it feels like you don't get that type of stuff as quickly as you do. And it was cool that we got both of those characters pretty quickly. And then I got this one. I just kind of like the vibe of it with it's like street clothes Spider-Man or biker Spider-Man or something. I just it's a cool figure. Again with these retro type releases. I did not get to see this. I may have to go back and watch it again. I did see that. What are my thoughts on a clean body sculpt versus a more cut up body for increased articulation? So here's my thoughts on that. So this is a good example, right? Like you've got those upper shoulders. They could have sculpted them better, or flat so that it was just like one, it seemed like one piece, like the legs here. They don't really flare the bottom part of the leg out. I mean, I guess is a good example, like the loose collector stuff, right? With like Vampirella and Purgatory and Hell Witch and some of those figures. Like if they do something cool, like if they have an armband up here and they can place the swivel at the armband so that it's not as noticeable. I think that's a great concession for the articulation. Again, like I don't it's so hit or miss with me for me when it comes to certain things, because I think it's like inevitable that you're going to end up with some seams and things like that. But you definitely have your extremes, right? So like let me see here, what are a couple good so this I think is a good one here. And then we can kind of talk about this first real quick. So if you like look at Shipwreck's arms, like there's the swivel there, but you're a little thrown off because it looks like his sleeve is rolled up, so you have that side where it's a little cleaner, and then you have like this in the middle where you have that little lip. It could have probably been a little bit better. I think they were expecting it to match all the other folds and wrinkles in the sleeve. And then, as Hankin said, you have Reveltech, and sometimes you can get something like this, and it's done okay. You come to the back and you see like the big slices and stuff in there, and then you get like that gap there, and like the way the legs are, he's got a weird, it's not even like it's like pegged on one side, but then you have like what is this, on top of the knee you have weird ball joint in the like in your like your calf, and it's just kind of weird. You get the spots there for the ball joints, and mind you, you get like super duper 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 crazy stuff out of this, but sometimes it's almost too much, and this is just my opinion. Like you kind of get to this point where you're like, well, okay, let's just pop it apart. Apparently I have not messed with this enough in the last couple of years that I've had it. But yeah, as a prime example, you get a lot of broken up stuff here. Figure out how this goes back together. And again, while it makes for great articulation and poses, it can become a little cumbersome to do it. Now, the only reason I ended up getting this particular one is because I'm a big fan of Capcom versus Marvel, and this to me is the epitome of the Marvel versus Capcom Wolverine. Just get that super duper. I'm going to say super duper a lot of times tonight. But yeah, and like that's the problem too is you got to be really careful because you can sometimes you forget how some of these body pieces, how they move and stuff, but like yeah, again, I'd love to see Marvel Legends, be able to pull this off. You just get that atypical squat Wolverine, and it's awesome, but it can be distracting with all of the weird articulation, choices. Like, well, here I think you can see it better in the front, but like just the whoops. Yeah. So about that, it's not supposed to happen. They just make some really weird choices. Like, I haven't bought any of the. Let's see. Well, what was the last one? Yeah, true. At least no one got banned when it happened. I can't remember the last one. I think it was this one, and I think the last one I bought was Cable, and I pretty much sold it right away. I do have the Anti-Venom on pre-order, but that's just in hopes that there's something awesome. It'll be worth it, and this and that. But now that doesn't mean that I haven't like gotten other ones too. Let me just get some of this stuff out of the way here. I'm kind of getting off subject and stuff, but that's okay. We're here to talk about what you guys like to talk about, not so much what I want to talk about. But now I should have said that was the last. Those are the last Marvel ones I got. I did get this guy, and this guy is stellar. Like I don't have any issues with this one at all. Even though like it still has some of the bits and pieces to make it broken up. But I think wings lend themselves well to Revoltech. I just feel like it's something that nobody really does super well, and these are probably some of the best, in my opinion. I do think that the new the Angel that's coming out is probably going to have some pretty impressive wings. Um, but yeah, I think this was probably the last one that I had gotten from them. I know I do have um, Eraserhead coming eventually, but um, yeah, Hank, and it's really weird for me because like I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to my anime figures. Like sometimes I'll get a Figma version of something, and then sometimes I'll get a figure arts, or sometimes I'll get not sometimes, just I've only got two. But yeah, I'm really, really, really hoping that we're gonna get the, I guess you'd call them Rogue Deku. Um, yeah, let me see here. Yeah, yeah, that would have not been good because it would have went all on my keyboard there. Yeah, I mean, all the faces on them, if they're not already an anime character, they really kind of make them really cartoony looking. Um, yeah, I got to fiddle around with a Moon Knight, and it's really cool. I hate what they're doing though now, where they're like, "Oh, buy it from here, and you get this special piece." Like with Moon Knight, I know they had the blackface, and then or the in shadow or whatever you want to call it, the black mask. I don't know, whatever. And then now with Venom, they have like the teeth and stuff, and it's like, well, that really sucks because I would have loved to have gotten that head, but I'm not going to be able to get that one. Uh, let me check real quick and see if I have it. Let me see. I don't see any. I don't see any message. Oh yeah, this is what. Let's see here. What was you talking about? You got the Spidey pose, and there's the picture of Endeavor that he sent me. It is quite cool. Um, yeah, because like I have this dude here, and I can't. I think this is the Figma one. I can't remember because I know I did do um a few of them. I did the Buzz mod ones for the Demon Slayer ones, which I like significantly more, simply because they have the nice cloth clothing, and I'm not a big fan of robes and stuff as a static piece. What do we got going on here? What is it? I feel like it should be clipping into something. Um, it could be the Buzz mod. I don't remember. I might have both, to be honest with you. I think I might have got both because I couldn't decide which one I liked the best. My only problem with this one is that the head comes off. Okay, yeah, the Buzz mod. Yeah, the head comes off like super duper easy. Um, but yeah, this is like probably one of my more favorite anime characters. So I have, hey Crimson, howdy boo, howdy howdy. We talk about spaceships. Um, Yeah, what is going on with this thing? It's just like it doesn't want to like sit right or something. It was weird. But yeah, like I'm still bummed that I missed a couple of the first Buzzmod ones that came out. Oh, Jesus, see, there's the head just slid right off. Trying to get this thing to like sit right on the waist. It's just weird. It doesn't want to like. There we go. Just didn't want to sit properly. I don't know. This little floating piece is kind of annoying. But yeah, I'm still trying to hopefully find myself a oh, they have an SHF one coming out. I didn't know that. I probably didn't need to know that either. Let's see. With a lot of these figures, like it's hard to follow sometimes because now I all of a sudden feel like they don't they're not doing as much with like P Bandai as they used to. So I feel like they don't do the exclusives anymore, but at the same time I forget that. And I had so like I want to try and find a SHF Dragon Ball Super Gamma 1 and 2. And the reason I didn't get them is because I thought they were both P Bandai exclusives, and I was like, I'm not even gonna try and mess with that. But yeah, it's kind of lame. Let's see here. Yes, it was really good. It was pretty sad. It was definitely kind of dark. I will say this. I'm trying to figure out how to say it without spoiling anything. It didn't go like I was expecting it to. Hey, Thor. I honestly thought that one character, and it doesn't mean that character is not coming back, but I legit thought that one character was going to end up being like the villain of the entire season. But I was wrong. You always send me pictures of stuff from your neck of the woods. What is that shipping gonna cost me? An arm and a leg? Let's see. Oh, free shipping. I see. Okay. Okay. The shit? The picture. What the freak? That's really weird. The picture that you just sent me shows this. Unless I'm looking at something different. Shows that for the prices. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. But then I see this down here. And I'm guessing that's because it doesn't switch it over for that. It confused me deeply. Because then I saw that one. I was like, what? Why is that that? But I think when I click on it, yeah, it changes it. Okay. Makes sense. It's not terrible. Maybe if I'm feeling frisky, I'll figure it out. Well, let's just see here. Wow, that chat really jumped. I mean, it's definitely gonna get stretched out to an extent. Um, like things are definitely gonna come back around, but I thought for sure that the one character was gonna be like it for the season, that we were going to get a very specific storyline for that season. And I mean, it could still happen, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and again, I mean, yeah. I do think it was funny that I was reading an article. The person who designed the Goblin Queen made a comment about the Marvel Legend, and they were like, "Oh yeah, yeah, they totally like downplayed the character. I didn't pull any punches when I designed the character for the cartoon." So it was interesting that the figure didn't have the figure had pants, whereas the character on the cartoon had like thigh highs. Oh yeah, Magneto's I mean, I'm assuming that Magneto is um an Omega level mutant. I don't know if anybody really knows what's going on with that yet. I mean, I guess we'll see. Yeah. Fair enough. um yeah. So back to where I was before I got derailed, which is totally fine because again, I'm not one to, you guys want to talk about something? We can talk about it. So this is a really cool figure. Um, I wish there was a little bit more. I wish this piece was a little softer so that you could do a little bit more because um you really only get about that much forward and back out of it. I mean that's a pretty decent amount, but it's no like web slinging amount. I'm trying to see. Oh, it doesn't have drop down hips. I might have to be a little careful. Okay. I haven't really gotten a chance to putz with this too much. I mean, it'd be good to like peg to a wall and have them doing that, but you're not going to get really a whole lot of dynamic um, movement out of this guy, which is fine because I know he's kind of supposed to be like old man Peter or whatever, but it's cool. And then I personally I love this figure. Um, I know that obviously most of it is the bottom half is all reused parts, but um, I think this is arguably one of the better Logan figures we've ever gotten. Um, I just think, I mean, height wise, I think he's right where he should be, which is pretty good. Um, I like that they gave him the movie claws. Um, I have a feeling that this figure's inevitably going to get re-released when they release the video game. I doubt it. That's kind of one of the complaints about Hasbro they're, when they were doing the Hell Charger, they were like, oh, well, these like Goblin Queen and Mephisto and Hellstorm, those are figures that are never going to get on a shelf anywhere because, it's like your argument is invalid now when you have Hasbro Pulse. You can put whatever figures you want on there. I mean, it definitely could have worked, but I think it would have really broke up the back logo a lot. I mean, they could have shrunk it a little bit, but I think they could have probably made it work. But again, I wasn't really expecting the world out of this figure anyways, just because I kind of knew that he was supposed to be kind of like an older version of Peter. But yeah, this figure is awesome. I may have to bite the bullet and get myself a Cano Beams set of claws for this one, because it would literally make this figure pure perfection with those metal claws. I don't understand why everybody hates I just keep seeing everybody complaining about the lipstick, and I'm like, but people like don't have lips that are the same color as their skin. Like, I don't understand where everybody's complaint keeps coming from with that, but I guess it is what it is. But yeah, this is absolutely. Let's see if I can stand. I was thinking for a second there that they did something to his legs, but apparently not. Everything fell. Everything fell. Everything. 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 Everything fell over here. Damn it. Oh well. We'll fix it later. Just pick that up real quick. Weird. Just okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Do it. Hey, Smunkin. But with that being said, the only thing I would have changed about this Sabretooth is if he would have had pinless legs. It's just one of those things where I sit here and I look and I go, you had every opportunity to do this the right way, and you didn't. Like, I still feel like they should have given us different hands. Like, it would have been nice because they gave you these hands and then they gave you like these hands. It would have been nice to get like clawed hands, fists, and then one like, so he could be like, doing this to Logan, and just be sitting there and like holding them up. And I mean, I know you can kind of fudge it, but it would have just been nice to have like a C grip hand. 3M 100%. 100%. If you're going to do the arms pinless, you should do the legs pinless. That's how I feel about that. Also, I think the other little nitpicky thing, and I know it's going to be really hard to tell right here, but his hair, oh, there you go. You can see his hair is a different color than the stuff on his costume. Now, I understand that the costume is not his real hair, but I think because they start darker and then go lighter up here. So the stuff in the front is almost the same color as up here. And I wouldn't be surprised if his hair is not really close to being that color without the wash. It's hard to say, but um, yeah, um, love that he's got butterfly joints. Um, Again, I know that they kind of gave him like a screaming face and then this snarling face. It would have been nice to just have like just a standard face and have his two fangs sticking out or something from the bottom. I know it's kind of like a smirky snarl, but yeah, that's the only couple little things I would have changed about it. Otherwise, this figure's awesome. I would say if you have the select, don't worry about getting this one. But if you don't have the select, get this one. I mean, I think the select is awesome, but the only thing that sucks is it doesn't have any articulation, and then the everything is a little bit limited, but it is what it is. Let's see. What other interesting things? Everybody watched the Spider Within mini movie that they put out. We do not have a Doom anymore, unfortunately. Hot Comics might, though, in Richfield. The Spider Within was pretty cool. And then, the Wallop. It's a terrible name. Why didn't they call him Shellhead or Shellraiser or something? Because Wallop is a terrible name for a Transformer. I can't. Rumor is there's a kit coming for Transformers from Knight Rider. Let's see. What else? What other crazy new news? Let's see here. Oh, yes. Also, don't forget tomorrow, Dave is going to be doing the Crafting for Chris thing on his channel to help out a friend of his. So, yeah, you don't want to forget about that. Let's see. There's a new Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, the Unwavering Saiyan Pride figure coming out that they announced today, which looks pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. They announced those new Wolverine and reissues of Wolverine and Deadpool Legends. Let's see. It would. That is who it is. Nice. Yeah, those look pretty good. Didn't we do that back in like the 2000s, like the early 2000s or something? Yes, it's very, very cool. Very, very cool. A friend of his is a friend of yours, Tony, even if you don't know his birthday. What? I'm so confused. You're talking about Dave's friend? I may have possibly met this person before. I'm not 100. I'm so bad with names and all that stuff. It is not even funny. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I hate it. Yeah, he's going to be called Shellhead or Shellraiser or something like that. I'm just not going to call him Wallop. Ah, yes. Um, I have a feeling that might be kind of easy to get your hands on. Agreed. I pre-ordered that bad boy with the quickness. They also showed off that 4-pack, which I thought was kind of interesting, with the like prime cliff jumper, which is pretty cool. It's such a cool concept, but it's just a god awful transformation, unfortunately. Pre-ordered. Of course. Yeah, it's the same here. We had we had confirmation that one of the NECA reps was handing full cases of stuff to somebody, and then that person was bringing the cases up to the front and buying all of the new NECA Turtle stuff. So that really sucks. And yeah, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I mean, I've got two of the previous released of Tarn, so I'm good on that. But I kind of want that cliff jumper and the mind wipe, I think. Yep, I cannot wait to see that movie. Went and saw the new Ghostbusters. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just nitpicky stuff that I would have complaints about. But yeah, I will say this: I have watched every season of the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, and I am super excited for this now. What the hell? That is a really cool Kamen Rider. I don't know which one it is though. Let's see. What other little things? I am just not winning here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we'll skip that junk for now. 3M, I agree. There is the human element for the Godzilla movies, which I mean, unfortunately, with something like Godzilla, there's no way around it. You're gonna need them. For the most part, I do wish there was more with the monsters. But I think there's no way around that. But like, again, my problem with the Transformers movies is humans. And the thing is they could do Transformers movies without the humans. That would be fine because the Transformers are fleshed out characters. Not to say that Godzilla and King Kong aren't, but they can't talk. They couldn't carry an entire movie by themselves. Just, it would get old real quick. Agreed. It was very good. It is definitely worth going to. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want more than 5 minutes, but I couldn't do a 2-hour long movie of Godzilla. It'd just be too much. Yeah. Screonk. If they I know that they're the title characters, but it's like they could do like a 30-minute long like YouTube movie of them just fighting for 30 minutes, but 2 hours long. That would get old. I mean, as cool as it would be, it would still be, it would, yeah. I 100% agree. Couldn't agree more. Yeah. That's what I want to see at this point. I don't care about the other stuff. But yeah, it should be good. I'm excited to see it. Now, this I agree with. I think I would much rather see what Legendary could come up with for all of the other monsters. But yeah, I would be really interested to see what it's all about. Yeah. I think I mean I think movies as they have progressed, like there are certain movies, like kids animated movies, an hour and a half, perfect. Hello, Dave. I mean, it would all be CGI. They're not like gonna. They're not gonna They're not gonna fly to Cybertron and film a movie. It it wouldn't be that much. It wouldn't be any different than doing a Pixar movie, you know. Um, um, what was I saying though prior to that? Oh, um, but I feel like when you get into like blockbuster territory, there's no reason a movie shouldn't be 2.5 to 3 hours long. Um, just saying, because it's like, you know, for what they can put out. There you go. See, look at that. Dave's coming in with the hot take on the info. I mentioned it before, Dave. I just didn't have all the info. But yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, I mean, I suppose they could. I mean, they'd have to open up a space bridge to get there, but yeah, I don't know. You know, and that's why like I don't really hate on Marvel doing like the TV series, because to me you're getting you're basically getting typically you're getting three 2 hour long movies for the most part. Um which is nice. It's basically a way to play catch up with you know, like Moon Knight didn't have any movies, but he basically got 3 movies. Um but I don't think like Let There Be Carnage. There was no reason that movie should have been an hour and a half long. None. Zero. But that's Sony for you though. Like I'll still stand corrected, but or I'll not stand corrected. I'll stand by what I said before when I said that I guarantee you that Craven's not going to come out until after Venom 3 comes out, because Madam Web was so bad that Sony was like, well, if we put out Craven and Craven bombs, nobody's going to go see Venom. Right now, people will possibly still go see Venom. And if Venom does well, then they will, you know, then Craven will come out and hopefully, you know, whatever. I don't know. It's going to not be good. The rumors that I've been hearing about Venom 3, it's just like, why? Why? Work with Marvel. Just let Marvel make your movies. You know, give them 15% or whatever it is and have good movies. Cuz damn. If what I'm hearing about Venom 3 is true, it's just like, well, what's the point? But yes, Adam, I agree. Can we just skip to Secret War and have Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four? And see, the crazy thing is it sounds like we're not even going to get like full blown X-Men until after Secret War. So we're not going to get like anything like definitive X-Men until like 2027 or later. It's just so crazy to me. But I don't know. It is what it is. I'm excited for Deadpool and Wolverine. I think that movie is going to um, it's really going to help bring things back. But that's the thing is there needs to be momentum then after that, because it would be the eventual like decline for Marvel. 3M, it's definitely like the problem is they just didn't do everything right in the first place. If they would have had Eddie and Peter, if they would have made it Andrew Garfield's universe and they had prior this and Peter, sabotaged Eddie or called him out or whatever the case was, and they did the symbiote thing the right way and blah 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 blah, like then it would have been fine. But right now Eddie's not a big beefy badass like he was in the comics. I don't know. Yes, I am very much looking forward to Fallout. Um, I am also very much looking forward to Borderlands too. I think that's going to be awesome. It that's basically everything that I've heard is pretty much what that is. I at this point in time, I no. I mean, we do, but it doesn't need to be a Sinister Six movie. It needs to be Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six because it's I don't I don't really need these standalone villain movies because they're not acting like villains, Like Venom was never a villain. Venom had it out for Spider-Man because Eddie had it out for Peter and the symbiote had it out for Peter because he rejected it. But Eddie inherently wasn't a villain. Um, that's why he became the lethal protector, blah, 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 whatever. Um, but like Craven's not a good guy at all. Morbius was an anti-hero, kind of. Um, Vulture wasn't really a villain. He was just like breaking the law to make ends meet because he got screwed over. Like I don't it's they don't they're not doing it right, and that's what sucks. And yeah, Venom without Spider-Man makes no sense. It doesn't. And that's, but the problem is though, Fortnite is from what I understand, is it's not Eddie that has beef with Spider-Man. It's the symbiote because multiversally the symbiotes have a hive mind and that transcends space, time, and universes. Um, so that's why at the end of when we got that post-credit scene and Eddie turns into Venom and Venom goes, that guy. It was because the symbiote knew about Spider-Man because of, and we'll just say the Topher Grace Venom symbiote because of what happened there. So it's that I guess is whatever, but yeah, I don't how you could have beef because you'd think Eddie would be able to talk the symbiote down, right? And be like, well, that's not the same guy, and you're with me, and Eddie'd be like, we're not going to go after him because he's a hero or whatever, it's just weird. Hell yeah, get that Nuka-Cola helmet out. Um, I don't think she should be brought back as a main character. Um, but I definitely think it should be one of those things where Peter's walking down the street and sees her and he gets all sad. And again, I think she should kind of walk past him and kind of notice him and just be like, because um that's what happens at the end of No Way Home when Peter leaves the diner. She's kind of like, whether it's like she's remembering or she's like it's like deja vu or something. There's just a part of her that like somehow um knew who he was, sort of, or something. So I could see eventually, like, I could see her like remembering, or something could happen and it would like shock her, or he saves her, or whatever the case is, and it's just like she's just like, whoa, and then all, um but I keep seeing all these stupid rumors about the next Spider-Man movie, and that Peter's gonna he's gonna dive so far into being Spider-Man that Peter Parker is gonna start to fade away, and I'm like, that's dumb. That's that's really a dumb direction, and I don't know who's coming up with these lame brain ideas, but I'm almost positive that's not what's gonna happen, because that's like, what's the point? That's always been, is Peter having to try and juggle the two lives and blah 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 blah. I don't think whatever that stuff is, that's all BS. The rumor is that it's going to be him and Daredevil in the next movie, and they're going to be working to take down Fisk, but who knows? We'll see. It's hard to say. Crimson Geek, yes. A Spider-Man movie with Miles and Gwen in it, a live action one, absolutely needs to happen. It's crazy that it hasn't happened yet. But yeah, agreed. It needs to happen sooner than later. Sooner than later. Let's see what else. Um, Can't remember now. Let me look at my pictures. I tend to save things and I always forget. Let's see here. Oh, what about all the new Masters of the Universe stuff they showed off the other day? That stuff, there's some pretty cool things, things and figures in there. The Skeletor with the Bone Throne, and that new Hordak and Leech and Merman. He is super cool. I almost wonder if his jaw's articulated. It looks like it could be. But man, he is super cool. Cyclone is super awesome too. Like, I was very surprised at how awesome he was. I like the what does it call him? War Machine at Arms, or I don't remember. Man of War or whatever. I think I'll be leaving the mask on him, because they really kind of goofy-fied his face there. But the new Snake Tila is cool. Hordak, I said that, I think, already. That battle armor Skeletor is really cool too. Yeah. I dig the Vecna and He-Man 2-pack, and the Horde Trooper Prime is really cool too. And that new Star Wars 4-pack with Luke and Jorah Seaboth, Mara Jade, and the other Luke. It's a pretty cool set. I'm glad to see some of that. Let's see here. Merman. Yeah, that's really cool too. The Masterverse line is awesome. Too bad I haven't seen any up to date ones in a while. You didn't see like any of those new ones? Like that one there? These things are. These are sick, man. Super cool. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, well, it's been a weird, like, dry spell. The nice thing to note is that all of these, everything that I just showed you, it's going to be in stores. So that's good to know, because I was actually honestly concerned that they were going to move solely to online for all that stuff, which I think would have been super duper lame. But you can't, I guess you can't always win everything. Let's see here. About what's his name? Is it Boyd Holbrook? Apparently is up for the running to be Harvey Dent in the Batman 2, which I think is pretty interesting. Whether that means that he's going to be Two-Face or not, I'm not sure, but yeah, I think he's a great actor. I really like him in a lot of things, so I'm totally okay with I'm totally okay with that. But yeah. It should be interesting. Hey, Northern Nomad, how's it going? Miami Vice? What am I missing here? What did I miss? I'm confused. Hello, dear.
Still on?
Yeah. What the fuck? I got muffins.
They're fluffin' cupcakes. There's a difference.
I got muffins.
Cupcakes.
With, is that a cola? Peep?
Not cola.
Cherry cola?
No, why don't you try
Dr. Pepper.
Try it and see what you think.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Just put... I can't even pull these things off. Could have unwrapped the chocolates. Now they're going to be like nightmare fuel trying to open them. Oh, gotcha. Northern, yeah, that's totally fine. I'll be off tomorrow, but Mike will be there all day. He can definitely take a look for you too. Oh boy, I'm terrified of Peeps. I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be Dr. Pepper.
That's right. Eat those cupcakes, bearded man. Eat them good. Sorry, it was really quiet, and I felt like there needed to be sound.
That's all right.
Let him take over your mind.
Nice. I haven't gotten to the muffins yet, Adam, but what I can only assume was a Dr. Pepper peep. It was not good.
I'm gonna go.
Bye.
Gross.
Everybody watch me eat a muffin. I'm gonna keep calling it muffin. I know it's a cupcake.
You eat your muffin. I'm gonna pitch that sweet crafting for Chris real quick before I hop out real quick and leave the rest to you. Hank says comfortable silences are a thing, Dave. Yes, but and yes, peeps shouldn't be that color. Hold on. Let's zoom in on that. Yeah, that's nice. Work it, Tony. Work it. But tomorrow night, 8 p.m. to midnight, I'll be on here with Beard. Tony might be swinging by. There'll probably be some familiar faces popping in and out of chat, playing Minecraft, raising money for a good friend. So make sure to check that out. 8 to midnight, right here on the Dave Wonder channels. I think we're simulcasting over on the Known World United channel as well. Also to the COJ, $30 gets you into the game. We have 10 spots open. Come and play Minecraft with Beard and myself and our friend Doug. It's going to be wild. And we're raising money for a good cause. So we got everybody kitted out already. Just trying to fill time while Tony finishes his milk. I hope that's milk. Freshly squeezed from the peep.
Yep.
Nailed it. On that note, love you, Tony. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Goodbye. They're good. They're good muffins. It's true. It's true. And that's also very true. It was not good. I'm going to say this since Dave's here. So go to bed, Mike. Enjoy your evening. Apparently, I've got some frosting on my beard. Beard frosting. Have a good evening, Mike. We will catch you next time. It's probably true. I know the muffin woman. Yeah. And the term beard frosting just got us demonetized. I'll lick whatever I want, Dave. I'll lick whatever I want. I can't help it. Cream cheese frosting sticky. Cream cheese frosting. Go to bed, Dave. Leave me be. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, what else anybody got? Yeah, I know. I have to be in a car with him for like 7 hours in about a month. So it'll be good times. Good times. Let me lick stuff in peace. You won't do that. You need me, Dave. You would be lost without me. Literally. Adam, we are going to the Chicagoland Toy Show / Kane County Toy Show in St. Charles, Illinois. It's about an hour northwest-ish of Chicago. Hello, Elliot. No bands for you tonight. You know it. Are we headed to the Ohio Con like the Attic Invaders? No, I don't. I'm not. I don't know if we're gonna get out to that, but I know we'll have some. We'll have some things planned for this year. I know we've been trying to get out to Toy-Hio and a couple of these other things, but the problem is some of these things are like one day gigs, and it's like we would have to try and like plan ahead to try and be like, well, if it's going to be one day, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to do this, we got to do that. Because yeah, I mean, even the drive when we went to Columbus for PowerCon, it was a long drive, but yeah. Dave Shaggy says you should lick more stuff on stream. Just saying. We can get some stuff for you to lick. We can do like, I think we should. Oh yeah. We'll get some of those super duper sour balls, like the world's sourest candy things. We'll get some of those. We'll get like some super sour pickles. We'll get all sorts of good stuff for Dave to lick. Yes, balls. I said sour, not salty. Okay, come on. Yes, Adam, we drove to PowerCon. We drove to Columbus from Minnesota. It was a thing. You don't have to like this game, Dave. It's for the enjoyment of the viewing audience. There is no PowerCon this year, unfortunately. It might be something we would look into for next year, or I mean, I guess we got to find out what's going on. I mean, we're assuming that there's going to be another one, I would hope. But yeah, I guess we'll see what happens when the time comes. So, but we still haven't quite figured out what's going on yet in terms of the all the shows and stuff that Mint and Box is going to be at. Because I know that we're tentatively going to be we're going to be all 3 dates for Kane County. We have Spring Con, Fall Con, Twin Cities Con, Mad X Con, which is in Madison, Des Moines Con in Iowa. I know Tester is going to be doing a card show coming up. And I think there's a couple other like smaller ones and stuff too, but being that we don't have like extra stock, we're basically going to have to pull from the store. So right now the store's going to be closed the weekend of the first in Kane County, the first show, because we don't know what the we don't know what the shop's going to look like. So that's going to probably determine what we do for the remainder of the year for shows, because there's always the possibility that we might have to close down for the weekends and stuff. So if that's the case, there will be a bunch of stuff that I can go to then, but otherwise I'd probably end up working at the shop. Shav, I'm not familiar with who Froggy Flips is. And Adam, we filmed last year and the year prior at Kane County. We also filmed at PowerCon. The problem is that I filmed everything in 4K, and apparently YouTube doesn't like that. And we had like over like something like 28 or like 38 gigs of video, something crazy like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, we have lots of footage, and 37 gigabytes of video, Dave says. So this year I'm only going to videotape in HD. So hopefully it doesn't become problematic, but I think we're going to try and figure something out somehow, to try and do something to get some of this footage. I don't know if you can de-res, like go from 4K down to HD somehow or something. I don't know. We're going to try and figure out how to get all that footage eventually uploaded somewhere for people to watch. And I don't know. I mean, yeah. Well, Adam, I was trying to be professional. I was trying to give everybody the crispest, clearest video that I could, to give you like a cinematic experience. And we're not going to do that this time. That way you can at least watch it. So, but with that being said, it is now 10:30. I'm tired. It's been a long day. So I am going to call it an evening from here on out. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. But again, if you guys haven't, if you could hit that like button, that would really help us out. Yeah. Oh, hey, Mixie. You just pop it in just now? Let me go through my little rundown here, since I tend to forget things. Well, obviously, you know where to watch us on YouTube, or at Twitch, both at Dave Wonder. If you would like to donate to Extra Life, it's extra-life.org/participants/Dave Wonder. That way you guys can donate there. Also, don't forget prowrestlingtees.com/Dave Wonder. You can get a shirt with my beautiful face on it, or my sweet logo down here, or you can get the COJ crest. We got Talk Toys, we got Chop and Chop, we got all sorts of awesome designs and stuff up there. We're always uploading more new ones, and the more you guys buy, the less, how to Dave was explaining to me that the more shirts we sell, the quicker that we can unlock hats and hoodies and other awesome things to put in the store. Right now we're just basically limited to t-shirts. So the once we hit a certain percentage of sales or whatever, we can start throwing sweatshirts and hats and hoodies and beanies or whatever, all sorts of crazy stuff in there. Also, if you're not following me, please give me a follow over on Instagram. It's just Griff Rider. I mean, it's me and one other one, and that's me too. But you'll see that face as my thing. The other one's a picture of Usagi, so it's pretty easy to differentiate which one's which. But yes, as always, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for talking. Thank you for helping move a conversation along. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being the COJ. Thank you for being big nerds. And just, seriously, thank all of you guys. I love doing this. Even if it is, like I said, even if it is only for like 35, 40 people who watch. I mean, I typically get like 200 and some odd views, and I think that's awesome. I mean, I don't know how many of you that's you guys watching it over and over again, but I appreciate it nonetheless. I appreciate all the support. I look forward to Thursdays. I look forward to just talking. So I know there's some people who come into the store and they're like, okay, well, I gotta go, but thanks for talking and stuff. And it's like, hey, yeah, see you, bye. It's like I could just talk forever. But yeah, with that being said, you guys know what time it is. Throw them horns up and get your headbang on.